Welcome back, everybody. This is Superphil here from Superphil's Fortress of Solitude, and we are back where we left off. Here with Svana, and going to keep doing the quests here in Western Skyrim, figure out what's going on. I did accidentally read this bookshelf case here because it's just a bookshelf, and it happened to be a lore book. I did it on accident. Well, I mean, because we usually read them and just look for skill ups, but instead this one happened to be a lore book. So it seems like some of these lore books are just randomly hidden as bookshelves, and I didn't notice anything about it that signified it was special. Um, I just happened to read it on my way out because I went and cleaned out my inventory and whatnot. There's no reason to do that on film, and it happened to be a lore book there. So make sure if you're playing and you're wanting to collect the lore books in the area that you collect that bookcase before you leave this zone. There's also something here to read. I don't know what it was for, but anyways. So, let's get started.
You and Lyris risked your lives for my kingdom and have been met with nothing but suspicion. You counted on my mother to be your advocate, to convince my father of the Coven's threat. Now she's gone. I'm no substitute, but I'll speak for you.
Will the High King listen to you?
My father hasn't heard a word I've said since I was old enough to talk. But with Mother gone, someone has to make him see reason. You know, she tried to teach me, but I never listened. I guess maybe I'm more like my father than I care to admit.
The Coven isn't acting alone. Someone called the Ashen Lord commands vampires and werewolves.
That makes it even more imperative that he heeds your warning and takes action. All of the holds are in danger. Hoffingar, Hjalmarch, Karthald. My father needs to do something before another storm strikes. Meet me at the Blue Palace, all right?
I'll meet you at the Blue Palace.
I just need a moment to think about how to approach this. Consider the words to use. My courtly manners are a bit rusty, and I've never been much for diplomacy and fancy speeches. Shore's bones, I could use a drink.
All right. That that was that was that was Mog. That was not me. Okay. I don't know if y'all heard that burp or not, but that was definitely Mog.
Wish me luck, Mog.
Forget luck.
All right. So we want to go to the Blue Palace. It is north.
Are you an
Need someone who
individual
isn't
with
afraid
a
of
love
the dark,
of tinkering?
or much of anything for that.
Assassins tried to kill the High King. They murdered Queen Earth.
Of course.
What? Just about enough of this.
That guy looks cool. Well, knowing that those lore books can just be a random bookshelf, well, there we go. Wow. So that's two lore books now. Let's see which one that one was. That was the Brothers' War. So Brothers' War is just right inside the man. That's kind of annoying that it's
You would have me
I
spread
don't know.
my forces across the realm to search for nightmares you dredged up from a bottle?
It's not.
Or should I say, the whispers of eastern vipers tickling your ears?
But Mother!
Enough! Then next you come before me to vomit up your counsel. Make sure it doesn't stink of treason.
Damn the man. He wouldn't let me get a word in edgewise. Mother always knew how to talk to him. Me, not so much.
Tell me how your mother would have handled that. That's weird.
Mother had a way with Father, but she could be just as stubborn. If she wanted something done and he wouldn't oblige, she'd do it herself. Time to take her lessons to heart, I guess. If my father won't take a stand, then I suppose it's up to me.
What do you have in mind?
Our kingdom consists of 3 holds. Halfingar, Hjalmarch, and Karthald. I need to warn them. The Jarls might listen, even if my father won't. I'm the daughter of the High King, after all. Time to start acting like one. Will you come with me?
I'll accompany you to see the Jarls.
We should visit Jarl Redharn of Hjalmarch first. If we can convince him of the threat, at least his hold can take steps to protect itself. We'll find him in his hall in Morthal. I'll leave word for Lyris with Mog, so she'll know where to find us.
All right. Oh, I can't mount in here. Womp, womp.
Remember her? The pretty one with the beard. Well,
Let's see if we
Comrade,
can
a word.
speed this up a little bit. Oh, yeah.
Lucky Mog passed along your message. I would have hated to miss all this mud.
Ah, Lyris is here too.
Why does the Princess of Solitude grace my humble hall with her royal presence? Are you here on behalf of the High King?
I've come to warn you, Jarl Redharn.
Warn me? I already received orders from your father. What more is there to say?
Orders? Right. But you need to prepare the hold's defenses.
And what must we defend ourselves against this time? More urns and fetishes?
Please, Jarl Redharn, let my friend explain. The threat to our holds is worse than you can imagine.
You're gonna make me do it?
You're not the subject of this realm, and that woman with you. She's the giantess of the East. The High King warned us to beware of packed spies. If Princess Svanna trusts you, however, you have my ear. Tell me about this threat.
The Ice Reach Coven can summon deadly magical storms. One storm already destroyed Kilkrith Temple.
We're not Daedra worshippers. Our blood's hot enough to boil a blizzard. We've got more pressing concerns than some northern squall. We received Svargrim's orders, promptly ignored them, and immediately ran afoul of a gaggle of reachmen.
High King Svargrim sent orders?
The High King sent a royal decree, said to leave any strange objects or fetishes we spotted around the hold alone. They were dangerous, he said. Just so happens we found a few. I had my soldiers destroy them. That's when we encountered the reachmen.
Sounds like the Ice Reach Coven's ritual items. Tell me about the reachmen you encountered.
The barbarians reacted poorly when we destroyed the strange witch sticks. We beat them back and chased them into the nearby barrow. But that was the last I heard from my soldiers. Since you dealt with this before, would you investigate the barrow?
Oh, of course I'll go to the barrow.
If I were a few years younger and had more soldiers to spare, I'd march east to the Morthal Barrow and deal with the sorceress nonsense myself. But I'm not. I don't. And I have other responsibilities. Take this key. It will get you into the barrow.
All right. Well, let's go.
So much to do.
See that mound? That's the barrow. The entrance will be down below.
Keep back! The barrow is unsafe.
Jarl Redharn sent us. What happened here?
I remember their names. Reachman, let's talk if you want details. You, sir, the barrow is off limits. We are here to make sure nothing gets in or out, and will do so by any means necessary.
Jarl Redharn sends us. He said he hasn't heard from the soldiers he sent to the barrow.
I did not want to spare the soldiers I'd left to send a message. We destroyed a number of strange sticks set up on the outskirts of town. Then we reached the barrow. We spotted a few rich barbarians. I sent word and we charged after them.
And then what?
A storm appeared in the barrow, if you could believe such a thing. It was foul magic, almost certainly.
I can believe.
Soldiers began changing around me, dying or falling into a stupor. Some turned into monsters. And then the Draugr clawed out of their graves.
Did you see one of those strange sticks in the barrow?
We never made it that far inside. And when the storm hit, it was all I could do to get out and seal the door behind us. If the Jarl sent you, and you're intent on entering the barrow, I won't stop you. But if you emerge as a monster...
What are you gonna do about it? You ain't gonna do nothing. Oh. Let's do this. Either way, we're gonna have to go. Man, he got some distance on those spears. Just chucked them back, man. Oh, I didn't want to hit that guy. Dang it. only that there's two ways to go because I want to make sure I see both ways. Oh, I missed that guy. That guy was just kind of sleeping the entire time. Like, don't wake me up. Well, I thought they would be guarding something or something. Well, that's kind of a waste of time. But now we know. And knowing is half the battle. Alright. What's this? Nothing important. I'm concerned that the ground is red. that kind of bothers me. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, here's a blue book. The Crown of Freydis. Okay, so I guess they're not all gonna be hidden in bookshelves, bookcases, whatever you want to call them. Arr. Oh, that's a random guy.
A meager harvest. This grey reliquary must be moved to more fruitful fields. Protect the witch pike. Do not let them destroy it.
Oh, it's gonna get destroyed, man. I hate to tell you that. They did not put up much of a fight. So there is a boss here. We probably need to wait around and kill it. And of course, person that was here. Oh, they came back. That's good. Oh, that was dumb. Alright, so we killed him. Okay, that time it took the
That's done. Let's tell the Jarl what happened
took the
here.
kill. It did not want to take it the first time. I don't know if it needed me to kill that dude. Oh, here's something. Okay, so that's something. Those scries or whatever, from my understanding, is something to do with the archaeology that they added in this expansion, which I have not tried yet.
If I never have to enter another barrow, it will be too soon.
Just jump down, I guess.
No sign of that witch or the reliquary she ran off with. We should get back to the Jarl's Hall.
What do you think we saw down there?
We saw the last stand of what could have been a much larger attack on Morthal. The witch pike in the barrow was the only one that wasn't destroyed before they performed the ritual. Soldiers were caught in the Harrow Storm, but the town was spared.
So that's why the soldiers became Harrow Fiends?
That's what happened in Kilcreath after the storm hit. I'm more curious about the witch, though. Why was that gray reliquary important enough for her to grab it and run off as soon as she spotted us? Come on, let's go talk to Jarl Redharn.
Okay. If you insist.
And then Mog threw up all over the Sword Thane's boots.
Well, friend of Svanna, are you as good as your word? Tell me what you discovered at the Mortal Barrow.
A few of your soldiers escaped, but a Harrow Storm claimed everyone in the barrow.
A Harrow Storm? Like the thing the princess was telling me about? The thing that destroyed Kilcreath? Gods! A pox on the Reach and its barbarian horde! What else? What about the Reachmen in the barrow?
We destroyed a witch pike and dealt with the Reachmen, but one of the Coven witches got away.
Disappointing, but not unexpected. Reach witches are a tricky lot. Still, you have my thanks. In the meantime, Hjalmar shall prepare for war. We may not have a defense against the Harrow Storms, but we can be ready to attack once we have a target.
As soon as we find out where the Coven leaders are hiding, Svanna will send word.
With you and Lyris's help, we've gained the trust of Jarl Redharn. My father respects the Jarl. That will go a long way in convincing the High King to take the Coven's threat seriously. Now we need to do the same thing at Carthald.
Oh, I actually have to...
With you and Lyris's Jarl Ulfwen rules the Hold, which was established to provide a defensible border against the Reach. If any of the Western Holds can deal with this threat, it's Carthald. But first, I have one more thing to discuss with Jarl Redharn.
Of course, Princess.
Jarl Redharn, prepare your forces as you say, but we need you in Solitude.
Solitude? I have troubles here in Hjalmarch. Why should I leave when my hold needs me?
High King Svargrim won't listen to us, but he might listen to you.
Get up, Princess. If you think it will help, I'll talk to your father.
Lyris, please escort the Jarl to Solitude.
Of course. What about you?
We need to warn Jarl Ulfwen, so we're going to Carthald.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just curious to what else is in here. It's an awfully big place for that to be all you do. Ooh. Ooh, what is all this? Freywind's diary. Oh, that was nothing. The Shriek-of-Silk. And that is another museum piece. Cool. That makes 2 we've gotten so far. And we haven't even gotten the quest yet. Looks like that's it for up here. That's why it pays to explore sometimes if you're into that kind of thing. Just see what they've got laying around. I'm glad I came up here now. Oh. It's a long way away. Which way is the road? Heading south. Yep. To the right.
Wolf attacks, ghosts, Richmond raids, and the other.
Well, this is kind of awkward. What is that? The Great Lift? I've not seen one of those on the map before. That whatever that symbol was, I've not seen before. I mean, I haven't been playing. I guess like 6 weeks now, probably. Have I gone off? No, I'm still on the... There are a lot of side quests in this zone. I tried to, what I did in Elsewhere, I did all the story quests first and saw the storyline for the zone, and then went back to each of the zones after doing that and did their quest lines in the individual zones. That way I had kind of discovered everywhere naturally through the storyline. There's no right or wrong way to do it.
Tore each other apart, right in front of me.
Stay inside. Stick together. We'll take care of this. These people, they're from Carthwatch. They might be all that's left of the town.
What happened?
They say it was a storm. Powerful. Devastating. It engulfed the entire town. It had to be a hero storm. That's the only explanation. There could be other survivors. Maybe even Jarl Ulfwyn. We need to make a search.
Alright, let's head into Carthwatch.
Let's hurry. Every second we waste could be the difference between life or death.
But first, we're gonna take a quick look around. Really? None of those books I can read?
Be cursed.
Dude's just hanging out by himself, playing his lute. Well, we didn't have any luck this time, but that's okay. Somebody worked and programmed and wrote that song for that guy to play.
What is to become of me?
You escaped the barrow? No matter. This time we'll harvest all of the Grey reliquaries.
That Coven Witch. Is she the one that escaped from the barrel?
Ooh. I just want to read this book. Nothing. I'm gonna leave that little bear alone.
Too bad you arrived so late. Your life energy would fit perfectly in my reliquaries.
That's lame.
Bah, they come. Protect the Grey reliquary with your
I'll
lives.
work with the others, but I do not trust them.
We're just gonna.
I need a moment. Let's talk over there.
No, alright.
Gods, did all this death serve some dark purpose? Sorry. Guess I'm not completely used to the fighting and all. That urn, though. The Grey reliquary. The witch was adamant about protecting it, gathering it up. She said something about our life energy. Oh, gods, I think I know what they're doing.
Go on.
Remember what the witch said as we approached the town. This time we'll harvest all the Grey reliquaries, she said. That our life energy would have fit perfectly in the urns. I think the Hero Storm steals life energy and puts it in the reliquaries.
Go on.
If the Jarl is still alive, she can take care of herself for a while longer. The witch hasn't gathered all the reliquaries yet. I say we get to them first and destroy them. I won't let these bastards profit off the destruction of Carthwatch.
Alright. Let's go wreck some stuff. And some bad guys. Watcha!
Breaking these things won't bring my people back. But the same goes for the Grey Host.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
That's done. Now let's check on the Jarl. Her hall is
Okay.
right up the hill.
Oh, there's a sky shard. How do we get up the hill? Close. Let's try and get this sky shard while I'm thinking about it. If I haven't said it, every 3 sky shards you discover give you a skill point. Oh, and speak of the devil, that was my 3rd to gain a skill point. And that is in Carcreath. Is that where we are? Right? Carcreath? Carthwatch. It's right above the hill. Right on the hill above the Jarl person's house. What does that make for this zone? 2? Oh, yeah, 2. 2 of 18. That's pretty good. A little book to add to the lore of the area.
Stay back. Don't make me. Oh, you're not one of the witches or their monsters.
Obviously.
I thought this was the end for me. I barely have the strength left to conjure a light breeze. Wait a moment. Is that Princess Svanna?
Yeah. Svanna and I are here to help. Tell me who you are and what happened.
I'm Magister Fredalia. I serve Jarl Ulfwen as her court mage. I've been fending off witches, vampires, and these crazed villagers since the chaos started. There was a storm, definitely magical in nature. It turned our own people against us.
What about Jarl Ulfwen? Is she still alive?
I'm not sure. I sent the Jarl into the cellar when the storm began, when I still thought it was just a bad storm. Please, go downstairs. Make sure the Jarl is safe. Cartold will be lost without her.
Okay.
The cellar. Jarl Ulfwen is in the cellar. Make
I
sure
bet
that she's all
she's
right.
gonna be a bad guy to kill.
Jarl Ulfwen!
Oh no, she's a bad guy to kill.
I need to get some air. Please, recover the crown of Carthage. We can't leave it down here.
You gonna leave me to fight by myself? Not cool. Yeah, I got this new thing. Does damage as that people stand around it. That's pretty cool. You can't cast it a lot though. That's an ultimate. We haven't seen that in the game yet. Well, if you've only been watching this video, you haven't seen it in the game. Each of your 3 ability skill lines, whatever, have a ultimate ability that you can get. Okay, yeah. So you see that one's locked, but that's the Nova is what I just cast, and over time you'll build up the thing at the bottom. You can see how it's not filled
I'm
in all
sorry,
the way.
Fredalia. Jarl Ulfwen, she's...
Yeah, she did.
That's the Carthold crown. Jarl Ulfwen's gone then? I failed her.
No, you did everything you could. It's a wonder you weren't affected.
Harrowstorm. Is
I
that
didn't say
what you call what
Hailstorm.
happened here? Why I didn't turn into a monster is a mystery. Wait. The Hold soldiers clashed with Reachman scouts a few days ago. They brought back these medallions the scouts were wearing.
An Ice Reach Coven medallion. I've seen them before. You had this on you the entire
Yes.
time?
I was preparing to study the enchantments I detected upon it when the Harrow Storm struck. I guess I slipped it into my pocket without really thinking about it. Could this be some sort of protection against the storm?
It certainly seems possible. We might be able to use that knowledge to protect the kingdom. Oh, she sighed. I thought she was going to talk.
Garthwatch is gone. No people, no Jarl. The seat of the entire hold. Wiped out. Just like that. I have to get my father to take action!
What should we do now?
I need to get back to the Eversnow and gather the survivors. Take them to Solitude, where they'll be safe. At least as safe as we can make them. Then I have to have a serious talk with my father. I'll make him listen to me, damn it, no matter what.
What do you want me to do?
Return to Solitude. Find Lyris and meet me in the Blue Palace. I have a room upstairs that we can use. We need to come up with a plan. Something that will help me convince my father to act.
I'll find Lyris and meet you in the Blue Palace. Right after I try to go
Magister
upstairs.
As the highest-ranking official remaining from the court of Carthald, I need you to come to Solitude.
Oh,
Of course, Princess Svana. I'll help you convince the High King.
ready, break.
I feel fine, Princess. My spells will get us to Solitude, of that I swear.
Stop talking. I'm gonna leave if you keep expositioning. For the sake of brevity, I'll go south and take the Way Shrine. Typically, I would have just traveled north and tried to pick up some more Way Shrines, but since y'all are here with me, and we have limited amount of time,
Stink of death.
we'll just run south. Or east, technically, I guess is the direction I'm running in. I thought you said west. Oh, I thought there was a book there.
Come on, you friendless cur! This way!
They're worse than drunkards after the mead hall closes.
Well, that's not
Glad
good.
to see you're alive and well. I was getting worried with all the Herod they've been bringing into the city.
What are they doing with the Herod?
They've been taking them to the Temple of the Divines in Castle Dower. I suppose it's really the only place to care for them in their condition.
So High King Svargrim has finally taken our warning seriously?
Jarl Redharn gave him an earful the moment we entered the Blue Palace. Nord politics. It's a wonder to behold. One step removed from a barroom brawl. I'm disappointed they didn't start slugging each other, but it worked out in the end.
We reached Carthwatch too late. It was destroyed by a Harrow Storm.
Damn it. I was afraid of that. We're running out of time and we still don't fully understand what we're facing out there. Hey, where's the princess? Tell me you didn't lose Svana in Carthwatch.
Svana's fine. She wants us to meet her in her chamber in the Blue Palace.
assassins tried
Please,
to kill the High
was
King.
once like you.
They murdered Queen Gerhild.
You didn't even knock first, bro. Come on, man.
The Svanna I know would leave all this bother behind. Come back to the troll and let the royalty deal with this.
I am the royalty, Mog. It's time I started acting like it.
Well, does it not look like that's something I can interact with?
Welcome to the princess's chamber, my friend. I don't remember the last time I spent more than a few moments in here. Anyway, Jarl Redharn and Magister Fredelia are here, giving my father an earful. Thanks for helping me at the holds.
We weren't able to save Karthwatch. Yeah, she was
No.
there.
But we saved Morthal, and stopped the Coven from getting the Grey Reliquaries at Karthwatch. And we brought the Hold leaders here. All of that matters. Take this, my royal allowance. I was going to buy wine, but you can make better use of it.
Well, that's the end of the quest. With a heavy chess piece. Womp womp. So we're going to stop the video there, since it's the end of the quest we are working on. And then that'll be the end of this video. Seems like we didn't quite do as much as the last quest. The last quest was a lot longer. I think we're not even at an hour yet. But there we have it. Thank you for watching. This is Superphil from Superphil's Fortress of Solitude. If you're interested in seeing more about the Hierophants and what happens in Western Skyrim, then be sure to subscribe, as I'll be doing another quest shortly after this one, and hopefully upload it in a couple days. So, y'all have a good one.